Baseball was good while it lasted, which was probably about an hour against Kilmarnock, but already in the first home game at Ibrox, the ball is burst. Rangers have lost for the third consecutive home game. And, hi, it's Barry Ferguson, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if it's Barry Ferguson out, folks, but there's nothing really else to say on the matter apart from it's all over. James Tavernier getting paraded about like he's a club legend when he's a fraud. I can't stand the man. I'm telling you this now. I can't stand him, and I can't stand 99% of those players.
Should pack his bags and leave the night.
No, seriously. Why is James Tavernier, right, getting paraded about? Oh, Rangers captain, Rangers this. Oh, he's just as good as Barry Ferguson. And all the other, iconic cat. It's an absolute disgrace that James Tavernier's getting paraded about in the same breath as some of these guys. Do you not agree?
Well, 500 games is a lot. I mean, it is a lot, so I'll give him credit for that, but...
Aye, so's miles, but you know what?
It's not...
Well, put it this way. Is it better to drive 500 miles or walk it? What's more impressive? Obviously walking it.
I think the Proclaimers would argue walking it,
And James Tavernier is crawling through 500 miles of shite. That's what he's doing. It's no good enough. And he should be stripped tonight and see every other player that ain't fit for the task. The guys that are out of contract, the guys that just couldn't be bothered, they should never play again. I like Barry. You know what? He said a lot of the right things, but he's never getting this job, right? He should be going through this team. He should be in there getting the weeds out for the guy in the summer. See him coming in and, I look Tav in the eyes and he's ready, he's Rangers material. This guy, forget about James Henry Tavernier, it's James the Grim Reaper Tavernier. How many fucking managers can this guy go through? No, seriously.
He's seeing them off, isn't he?
And not in a good way. He's been here 20 years and he had, what a spell under him, what a spell under that guy. James Tavernier has overseen the worst years in Rangers history.
True, but he was also the captain, wasn't he, to stop 10 in a row, so...
What? No, see 10 in a row and stopping it, right? It needs to get put in the bin. You know why it needs to get put in the bin? Yeah,
but could you imagine... Imagine how much more dislike you would have for Tav if...
Well, don't you worry, I would.
If they didn't win title 55.
Well, so I'm supposed to be grateful to Tav that, here, Celtic have won the last 14 titles. At least it's, the last, one. We've won one at the last 14. At least it's not 0. That's pathetic small club mentality. James Tavernier should be stripped of the captaincy tonight and never play again. Jack Butland, I don't want to see him anywhere near Rangers. Robin Proper, same goes for him. Jeff Day, if you're playing him, needs to be up front. Left wing, not left back.
If Jeff Day is worth 20 million, then Greg Taylor's worth about 50. 60, maybe even 70.
400. Right, let's talk about the game of football, shall we, Rob?
Well, let's talk about 3 defeats in a row at Ibrox.
I don't think enough's been made of it.
And we
watched Sports Scene. They didn't even address it, really.
And it's not even, they've lost 3 home, but the opposition was tough. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fucking Queen's Park, St Mirren, and Motherwell.
No, and you know what? See if they turn up...
A very out of form St Mirren and Motherwell, may I add.
No, but see if they turn up, right, and say Rangers beat Fenerbahce at home. Big ask, right? But say they did. The players can go fuck themselves. So hold on, you'll try against Fenerbahce, but against the other teams you couldn't be arsed. That's all. Join Rangers where you can get to the last 16 in the Europa League. Forget about the trophies. That's what it is. That's the fucking shitey ass mindset that's been embedded in these players. Mon in proper. You're a proper defender. You can get to the last 16 and watch Celtic lift.
Proper waste of money. How about that? Proper waste of space. It's fucking dog shite.
Right, well, let's talk about dog shite. Jack Butland, James Tavernier, Dessers, all of them. Dessers heavy touch here. It falls to, I don't even know who it was. It wasn't Armstrong, it was his wee tag team partner. Shoots. What's Jack Butland doing? The worst save I've ever seen.
This was really bad. I mean, it was...
You want to talk about a guy that was... I mean, if the rumours are true, £10 million were rejected for this guy from Nottingham Forest.
Well, I don't think in Scotland you can afford to refuse £10 million for especially a goalkeeper. Because for me... I just see if you're Celtic or Rangers, right? You shouldn't need a £10 million goalkeeper to beat the other teams in Scotland. No, I get it. in Europe and maybe in the Old Firm matches, right? Yeah, he maybe pays off a lot more. But I refuse to believe that you need a £10 million goalkeeper to have really good runs or, to have title winning seasons. You should be able to see off most of the league without having a £10 million goalkeeper. I mean, therefore, I think that if Rangers were offered £10 million, man, they were dumb if they didn't take it.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time I've done something dumb, but you know what? You get a guy in Rangers TV. I said this in my review. Oh, is Trailing Legs playing him on? Did this look on to you? Well, I mean off, sorry.
It was clearly on. Look, I'm not saying he's miles on, but you can clearly tell that he's onside. There's no offside about it. The naked, it's close, but it's on. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. Sparrow hits the side netting. Rangers give it away again. Diamonde has a shot on target. But at this point, it really should be 2-0.
That wee guy on Rangers TV's got no credibility, though.
No, he's a fud. I think his flab's covering his eyes, man. It's just he can't be seeing what's in front of him. Anyway, Igamani, right? I don't even know what to say. I thought Igamani was trying. There was a few players trying. That could have been a penalty, couldn't it? Yeah. Tierney has a long shot, goes over. Dessers has a shitey header. And then Captain Tav, No, but see Tavernier, man. Celtic fans say he's the best player they've ever had. Even though he's never played for them. Does it not just sum up? See when the opposition is so glad that that's your rival's captain, is it not time to just strip this bastard of the armband?
That's not a good look, is it?
No, it's not. And the same with Clement. Oh, Big Phil must stay. Every poll we put up, Tavernier, it's time to go. It's end of an era. End on 5-0.
No Rangers fans ever. No Rangers fan ever turned around and said Henrik Larsson's the best player to ever play for Rangers, because
no,
we've just been like the fucking.
He scudded us.
Aye.
So, it's ridiculous, man. I'm just sick of it. I'm just absolutely sick of it, folks. But they make it 2-0. Tav gives the ball away. Sparrow makes it 2-0. What's Yefty defending here? Honestly.
Awful. I mean,
it's comical.
I think Butland should he do better? He gets something on it. I don't know. I think it's a decent finish, but he does get a slight touch on it. So I don't know. Butland seemed annoyed. Is he annoyed at the defending, or is he annoyed that he believes that he should have maybe stopped it for going in? Don't know. But either way, it's shocking defend. There's no way Jeff Day's worth 20. Not in a fucking month of Sundays. Never. It can't happen.
I called this out earlier, right? So Tom Miller for Rangers TV. Oh, Diamonde, he's starting to impose himself on the game. He's starting to get a grip. 43rd minute, 2-0 down at Ibrox to Motherwell. Thoughts on that? Because I've already gave mine.
I just think it shows you how far the club has fallen. That kind of thing can even be uttered out of somebody's mouth on Rangers TV, no less.
Aye.
It just... To me, there's no standard. That would never be said at Celtic.
No,
those words would not. Yeah, I think Rangers are done. You know what? People always say, "Oh, you can't call them the Old Firm, right? You can't call them the top two." People are always saying that in our comments, and I mean, I can fucking see why.
Top one, isn't it?
We only say that
Formula
because
1.5.
We only say that because obviously the tradition and the history and the fact that no club outside of those two have won in 40 years, and even though Rangers don't have the kind of money that Celtic have, they still dwarf all the other teams, so therefore we group them in the top two. But you see, if you're being honest, it's like a top one, then Rangers, and then everyone else.
Yeah, well, let's just say, you say 40 years, right? It's near enough 15 that Rangers have only won one title out of, right? I mean, we are going to have...
So you're getting close to that. You're getting close to half of that period that everyone bangs on about no other team outside the Old Firm have won. You're getting pretty close to half of that period. Rangers have only won one title.
Yeah,
which is...
I mean, you would... What year would you have to be born? 95... 94. Even if you were born, right? Say you were born in 94, 93. You've only seen Rangers lift one league title in your adulthood. That's a fucking crazy statistic, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, that's no right. That's fucking absolutely crazy. I mean, it ain't. I mean, honestly, and as much as I don't think the job right at Rangers. I mean, it's massive, right? Don't get me wrong, but we've said it's not as bad as it was pre-Gerrard. But there's no sign that it's going to get better. There ain't. I mean, come on, banged on about. I mean, come on, banged on, right, about a rebuild. How many of these players are fit for the task of a rebuild?
Rangers they remind me of Manchester United a wee bit.
Yeah, but they just it's dark, right? Dessers, he makes it 2-1. Brilliant. Barami has a shot saved. Dessers then scores an offside goal. It looks like it did hit off Danilo on the replays. That's just full time. Let's just talk about Rangers. What's next? Hit me with it, man.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a couple of chances towards the end. Tavernier
Blazed over.
like the last opportunity, skies it over there. Could have rescued a point, but I mean, even if they did get a point, it's still garbage, isn't it? Like
I said when we were 2-0 down, I don't care if we come back and win this game, it's unacceptable. You can't just fucking keep throwing 45 minutes of football away.
no, you look at Rangers against Kilmarnock. Very fortunate to only be 2-0 down.
Yo, and we're not talking about
Rangers against Hearts. I mean, that was a criminal. I mean, that's one of the biggest thefts I've ever seen in football.
We're not talking about Rangers or they're playing so passive, but they're all right at the. This is the worst Rangers team at the back you could ever see. You know what? And it's a damning indictment on the rest of the league that no one can get near this team. How many games is Barry going to lose? No, seriously. See if James Tavernier, right, Robin Proper, and the rest of the job squad and Butland. See if they're lining up to play Fenerbahce on Thursday. Then what's the fucking point? Seriously. When's anyone actually going to be held accountable for their actions?
Yeah, look at Barry in the first game, unchanged team.
And in this game, the only change was... No, but why is Clinton and Salah, right, getting dropped out the 18? And Robin Proper and the rest of them are getting kept in? Love big Barry Ferguson, but I mean, that's not right.
It's almost like trying to throw him under the bus. And then it does look like Salah's fault, because when he got took off, that's when Rangers came back. And technically, from when he got took off against Kelly, they won 4-0.
Yeah, but look at the day.
Yeah, does that mean that Salah's going to come back in the next game and Proper's going to be at the 18? Probably not. I just think the same thing.
No, but
the same thing happened with Clement towards the end when he kind of pinned the blame on Rice. Did it not?
Yeah, a wee bit. Yeah, and he also, the subs at half time. Barami, Lawrence, and Balogun. I mean, I've no complaints with Balogun. Don't get to twist it, but you're bringing on Lawrence, who's out of contract in a couple of months. Bring on fucking Rice. I mean, people are like, well, who do you make captain if you strip? Why not give it to Bailey Rice? Right? 18, 19-year-old Bailey Rice. We're going to fucking put faith in you. There's the armband. He can't do worse than the rest of them.
Nah, I don't think I wouldn't give it to Rice.
I would. No, it needs to be drastic. People say Raskin. Raskin's been in the door, 26 months. All he's known is losing to Celtic.
Who would I give it to? It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It needs ripped up from within. Honestly, man.
There's a lack of leaders there, isn't there?
No, but it's fucking crazy, right? It's all good me saying, Tom Lawrence,
I think John Souttar should be the Rangers captain. I know he's injured right now, but I would give it to John Souttar.
How many seasons are we hitting on the bounce here where Rangers are like letting a host of players leave for a free at the end of the season? It's, we're going to rebuild, we're going to get better, and all I see is regression. Depression.
Regression United.
No, there's nothing getting better.
The regression is coming.
It came and went, man. I just don't know what's next.
Motherwell, did they deserve their win? I thought they were.
Absolutely.
I thought they were worth it, like
Yeah, let's not get it twisted. Motherwell won. Back into the top 6 goes against your wee team, but can't fault Motherwell. And you know what?
Yeah, but look who they beat the last 2 games. They beat the worst team in the league, Dundee, and they beat the biggest laughingstock in Scotland, Rangers. I'm not going to get too carried away with Motherwell right now. We'll wait and see what they can do over the next couple of games. But I tell you what, I'm actually beginning to think that Hearts could miss it. Not to be negative, but Hearts still to play Hibernian and Celtic. Hearts could easily finish with 0 points at those 2 games.
Rangers could have fucked it for Hearts.
I think Hearts might look back and be maybe 3 points short of the top 6, and you're looking back at that Rangers game and you're going...
And also today.
We're gifting them. It's going to be tight. The gap's very close. I mean, I think you're getting to the point now where you almost got to rule Kilmarnock it. because their form seems to have went off. I mean, lost today, lost against Rangers. St Mirren,
Nah, we do that. Like,
their form has pretty much gone. I mean, they beat Rangers, but they're it's. I mean, the top.
who hasn't beat Rangers?
People are saying, "Oh, anybody could get." I think that pretty much the top 5 positions are sealed. I think the 6th place that's up for grabs. I mean, no one's talking about Ross County. Who's to say Ross County couldn't do it?
Great form they're in.
We'll talk more about it, I guess, tomorrow in the review show, but see, at this point, I don't think it really matters so much about the form. I think it could come down to more the fixtures that you have left. And for me, the Hearts fixtures are fucking difficult.
What do you do on Wet Thursday for Rangers? Do you just strip the 11? I would. No one starts for me.
Like I said, I would go in and just say, right, losing 3 defeats at home in a row, unacceptable. If you don't want to play for this club, get the fuck out, and we'll just see. We'll pay the rest of your contract, and see anybody that accepts that. Then
you know
you wouldn't want them there anyway. And it doesn't. People could say, oh well, you're going to be worse off. Well, no, you're not, because you're going to be paying them wages anyway. So you would just replace them with youth players. See anyone that would even contemplate taking that offer, then they're no good to you.
No, I totally agree.
So you would just let them sit home for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
and sell
but
them in the summer?
Barry says he looked Tav in the eye, and Tav told me Tav's done.
You know what, man? I think you can maybe make a case for here. Tav can still be in the team, but as a captain, I think that's
that ship sailed. Sailed a few seasons ago.
There's been too many. I mean, you know, maybe I don't know. Should Tav have maybe done the right thing and took himself down or demoted himself or
yeah.
But I mean, listen, you can.
It's alright though. He came on the pitch with his kids a day.
Well, no, but you can slag Tav. Well, you know what, man? Fucking, I would give him that moment. Like, I'm not going to begrudge. I wouldn't begrudge the guy coming on with his kids for his 500.
He's getting more kids than titles, mate.
All right. Well, here's the problem. You want to bash the guy, but here, even you just said a minute ago, there is a lack of names that you could come up with for that kid. So like, it's not that I'm not saying Tav's like doing a good job, but I mean, you can't really pluck 5 names off the top of your head right now that would be a lot better than Tav. You just can't.
I would give anyone a go.
Yeah, but that's not the same. Saying I would give anyone a go is not you saying with confidence, or they would definitely be a better captain than Tav. I'm looking at that Rangers team, and like you said, if you had to pick a new captain, you would struggle with players to give it to.
Yo, as you said, right?
No, but let's say Callum McGregor walked away from Celtic today. I think there's multiple players in that Celtic team that I think you would look at. I think you'd look at Carter Vickers. I think you'd look at Kasper Schmeichel. I think Alistair Johnston could make a good captain. There's loads of players that I think Luke McCowan could be a future Celtic captain. There's players in there where I think, you know what, they can do something. You look at Rangers, man, and you'd be pressed to.
Yo, it's obviously a big moment for Tav, right? And his family's obviously going to be happy for him, right? But I can't help but look at the guy and see the guy that's led Rangers to the worst period in their history. And see, in 20 years, 10 years, when me and you are both dead, people are going to look up.
Whoa!
People are going to look
10,
up.
20 years?
What? Aye.
Like they think we're fucking alive in that by 10.
No, I'm talking about 10, 20. Then when we're dead, long for now.
That's alright.
I'm talking about when the
These results keep up for Rangers. You might be decent.
see in the year 3000 when someone whips out the record books. James Tavernier is going to be known as a shite bag.
They're going to be like, fuck me. This guy was the Rangers captain. Look at all that. Look at their rivals dominating them during this period.
He just needs to go, man. He needs to go. Barry Ferguson should have pulled the trigger. Man, that should have been his first protocol.
Well, I mean, when Barry Ferguson stayed when he was the captain, but Barry probably had about 5-6 people around him that he could take the captain's armband off to and went, here, you can do a good job, son.
I don't.
Tavernier probably looks around and is like, who is there no one else, you know?
Yeah, but that's in the manager then to sort it out. I mean, it's not just a piece of thin thread.
I believe people. I believe at the start of the season, people were saying Robin Proper could be a future Rangers captain.
The guy's like 31, 32.
No, but they mean like, you know, after Tav, because they're not just going to strip Tav, are they? Oh, here we're saying a 31-year-old for the Dutch league. Tav, you're no longer the captain. I don't mean by future as in, you know, he's like, in the future when he gets better. I mean in the future when the position becomes available. But you're seeing that Proper's not even fucking good enough to get in the
No,
team.
but it's like they're parading Tav around like he's some goat. Like he's up there in the debate for like the greatest Rangers player of all time.
Are they though? I think you've been a bit too critical on the guy.
Are they? I watched the game today. Pre-match, man. Everybody's rocking the 500th appearance t-shirt, man. He's out there.
Well, he's one of the players. What do you want him to do? Come out with a Tav and a shite emoji and say get the fuck out the club?
I think it's rancid from top to bottom. We're celebrating failure. Yo, don't get it twisted. It's not all Tavernier's fault. Yo, he's gave Rangers some great moments. He has.
I think you should apologise to Tav.
No apologising to Hee-Haw.
Right.
I think James Tavernier should apologise to Big Phil. I think James Tavernier should apologise to Michael Beale. I think James Tavernier should apologise to Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. I think James Tavernier should apologise to Steven Gerrard for some things. I think James Tavernier should apologise to Murray. I think James Tavernier should apologise to Pedro. Do you see where I'm going with this?
What about Warburton?
Oh, you can apologise to him too. Today's bread today.
Did he not bring him in?
This is today's shite today.
Did he not bring him in?
He did, but that's not my point, man. It's not all on Tav, right? And it's the same with Goldson and guys like Barisic, right? And Lundstrom.
But what do you want Tav to do then right now?
But see those guys, see if they were here, they'd be getting the exact same pelters from me that he would be getting. Fact of the matter is this, he's
Well
not
then,
good
can you,
enough.
can you not turn around and say, well, at least Tav stayed?
No.
He's sticking it out.
Well, we're sticking with it.
The misery.
The misery. Well, there you go then. Misery business. I mean, that's all he's got. He just needs to go.
So what do you want Tav to do right now?
Hang up the boots. Well, not hang up the boot. Well, hang up the Rangers boots. Take off the armband and never play for the club again.
You never want to see him again?
No.
You want a statement? Or do you just want him to disappear quietly into the middle of the night?
He's free to play football, just not for this club anymore. I've had it. I can't stand looking at him.
That harsh.
No.
Anyway,
no,
guys.
that goes for about 90%. I can't stand them. They're fucking losers. Robbing proper.
Why do
He looks like that guy. You know that guy doesn't swallow his food? Bevo. He swallows the potatoes whole. This guy swallows goals whole.
Sounds like a spaz.
don't
Maybe we should
worry
do
about
a Rangers squad, keep it, stay or go, Fid.
Wouldn't be many people in it.
No. Right, anyway, guys, that's it. Motherwell 2, Rangers 1, and all defeat at Ibrox.
Will it be 4? Will Fenerbahce beat them? Of course they will.
Good on.
Good happen. And then Hibs. We could be looking at 5 defeats in a row.
You know,
No, remember Clement was like, here, it can't get any worse. It can.